I had the privilege of meeting Rabbi J.J. Hecht. He had this wonderful ability to talk to those in political office, to accomplish deeds, and to do mitzvot. And through him, I got to know the wonderful rabbi that we have at Congregation B'nai Avraham, Rabbi Raskin. We call him peripatetic, non-stopping, keep going. Every day it's a new challenge, it's a new mountain.
Shterni is an amazing young lady. The rabbi has wonderful dreams, and I think Shterni helps him materialize a lot of his dreams, accomplish a lot of his dreams.
The rabbi said, we need a mikveh in Brooklyn Heights, and wow, do we have a mikveh. And people will tell you it set the bar throughout the United States. The outreach is tremendous. We have so many schools in the neighborhood. He does Shabbatons at Brooklyn Law School. Friday nights, students come in, they daven, they're away from home. We welcome them into the community. We all take turns, taking them to our homes, feeding them, taking care of them, and the rabbi and Shterni especially.
The community is growing. I'm glad to see that there are new couples joining. It means that the community is really establishing it more solidly.
The progress is monumental. It's incredible. You see people who never would have davened or put on tefillin, come to shul, keep Shabbos. So they're on the front line, and we're just soldiers in their army.
Danielle and I moved up to Kingston about 5.5, 6 years ago. The community was a very small but a very warm community. That is where we were first introduced to Rabbi Yitzchak Hecht and Leah.
They seem very involved. They make everybody feel welcome, like they're your close friend. They always make you feel like you want to go to their event, like personally.
The fact that the rabbi and the rebbitzin have the strength to do all that they do, all the programs, and there is a myriad of programs. The Hechts are doing this day in and day out, and magnified times 100. What we do is just, it's an inspiration for us, but we oftentimes kind of left shaking our heads. We don't know how they do it. They have gotten us so much more involved and inspired us in turn to become much more involved with the community. There certainly would be no shul or no community as it stands right now without them.
I came to meet Hanoch Hecht through mutual efforts. His interest in promoting Jewish education and my interest in promoting Jewish culture, history. He's very outgoing, very persuasive, and in his case, it's the old American saying, what you see is what you get.
Today, many kosher companies will flash past.
A class is important. When you have a consistent, stable message through your example, through your activity, being involved, being active, that will influence and that will get a message across. Everything that we have done has added value to everyone that has participated. And it enriches people's lives, it enriches their mind.
It's very unique that young rabbis go out into an area where there has not been anybody and say, okay, I'm planting my flag and I'm just extending myself wherever I can. You have a lot of young people who don't know much about their heritage. Rabbi Hecht relates to youth, and he's excellent at it. Certainly has made a large impact on Dutchess County, on any area where he puts his foot.
Mendy's opened Chabad over on Vanderbilt. We were there celebrating the gift of a Torah that Vita donated to his shul.
Donating it to Mendy's beginnings as a rabbi and as a teacher and as a leader seemed like the best thing that could come together, and it came together with when he was opening this Chabad house in the neighborhood. Mendy is exactly in a position not only to take care of this Torah, but to spread Yiddishkeit.
Mendy is promoting and bringing Jews back to the faith, and his parents are doing the same thing.
The hope would be that that Chabad house will be a great resource where it becomes a focal point in what really would be a new Jewish community in Brooklyn.
Our life was so much tied up with this particular synagogue. Every day, every moment was here with our friends, with our congregants. At some point, the numbers really did start to diminish, and monies were, we had no money. One of the congregants said, let's go to Chabad. Let's call them up, let's give it a try. The very first joint venture of Chabad and Anshe Shalom, we had a miraculous time.
We actually heard laughter, little children laughing, running around all over the bima during the services, and it's just a wonderful feeling just to hear the kids and see the kids running around, which we haven't had in years.
It's the next generation. It's not having young people turn away but turn to. It's having them come here and feel comfortable and feel safe and feel part of a community. And Chabad has a very special way of doing that.
And all the little kids that are running around here now are going to someday say, you know, I grew up in this synagogue and still here, and we're going to keep it going.
There's a formula here that is beyond belief, that's beyond description.
This is what's going to keep Judaism going.
Yes.
That's Chabad's philosophy. You're a Jew. You need to be comfortable someplace. Why not be here?
I really believe that this kind of young person is what's going to be able to really educate young people in every way.
They have made it much more inclusive and getting everyone from all walks of life involved.
The same way as the Hudson Valley grows fruit, vegetables, and trees, he grows people into respecting their heritage and becoming more mitzvah-oriented.
The passion and the energy are their children, are their community, belief in God, in the Rebbe, the inspiration that Rabbi Jacob J. Hecht of blessed memory left him to succeed, to go forward.
Any civilization, any culture, any religion, anything of value relies on continuity. The torch has to pass from hand to hand, from generation to generation. If not, we lose it. So the fact that it went from grandfather to father to grandson explains to me why he's been so successful.